have started off with, interesting question. And it goes like this. I keep thinking of him every time, even when I'm in class.
Ooh,
I
cha.
cannot get him out of my mind. I am also facing rejection. I feel like nobody loves me. And also, I'm not doing fine mentally because of whatever I'm going through right now. I really need your help. I feel like this is, first of all, very
It's a
vague.
loaded question,
But
actually.
it's normal to have a crush, and from your small message, I'm assuming you're pretty young. So having a crush is normal. It just shows you're a normal human being. You're bound to be attracted to somebody else. That's just life. It happens like that. It's completely normal. No need to feel any shame about it. But I also understand how you can feel like they're not good, you're not good enough for them, and you feel like, they'll never see me like that, so I need you to work on what you think makes you feel insecure about yourself.
Yep.
What about yourself don't you like, and then work on it. If it's something with your confidence, Mulona Betichalo last year akifanya, you saw that speech she was a bit intoxicated, but she did this public speech where she was saying, mimi nilikuwa naenda kwa kioo nasema, hello, my name is Betty Chalo. So everyone has those moments where they feel they're not confident. So if it's a confidence issue, start by talking to yourself in the mirror. Kama hauna kio, chukua simu. Start making videos on your phone. You don't have to post them. Ziweke tu kwa simu ku ukiona,
Yeah.
over and over again.
A video journal.
True. So just improve yourself, and then you can start now shooting your shot.
I really, especially when it comes to young people, there's a lot of young people problems that plague us that we don't realize them until much later on, that it was just a temporary thing. And I think the first thing that I feel like sometimes whenever you have a crush, but you're on different social statuses, they're very rich, you're still struggling, or vice versa. But mostly let's call it backwards, because it's usually the person with the crush is always the person who's a little unfortunate in one way or another. And you feel like you can't even present yourself properly. And I remember when I was a lot younger, my first boyfriend when I was still in high school, they were like so rich and we weren't. So it always felt like I was running and I was chasing something that was a mirage. You know what I mean? Like we were in love, all was well, but it always felt like I was always working a lot harder just so I can keep up with this, because how am I deserving of this person? Why did they choose me and not all these other girls? All of those questions. So if it's a financial issue, let me tell you one thing for sure. Never be embarrassed about where you live, where you come from, what kind of life your parents have. If they drive a car, if they don't, if they have excess, if they don't, never worry about those things. Because let me tell you for sure, people who love you don't see all of that nonsense. They just like you and love you for who you are. All of these other things are, yes, there are issues, but they are almost like non-issues because they choose you. You get what I'm saying? So when you find these people who will choose you, who will make you feel confident in yourself, who will make you feel confident in who you are, where you are, and give you hope about where you're going in the future. I'll never forget, I had another partner who told me, back then I never even used to think about these things, and they told me, you know what, I don't know why I always feel like I'll see you, I'll come back and I'll find you working in an office somewhere in Westlands, just living your best entire life. And I laughed it off and I scoffed it. Guess what happened? Less than a year later, I was working exactly in Westlands, in an office in Westlands. And when I thought about it, I'm like, wait, did this guy manifest for me? So what I'm trying to say is confidence with regard to your partners and people you have a crush on. It needs to work in a way that it feels more supportive and more loving than it does feel like you're chasing something.
True.
Because you will never catch a mirage. A mirage is a mirage. So if it's feeling that way, then leave it alone. About your mental health, don't worry. You're still in the same boat with all of us. As I just said, everyone is going through something. It's seasonal depression from December because December was actual trash. Honestly, it was so sad that you go to a restaurant and all they have is those two paper, thingies. The decorations weren't even decorating. You know what I mean? It was just a trash December. My point is, everyone's going through different forms of mental health. seasons, episodes, whatever. So you're not alone. All you need to do is find the solution for this. If it's really, really bad, see someone about it.
True.
Talk to someone about it. I used to have a friend who would literally go to the stage, sit down and talk to any stranger who would listen to them. And ampatia life story yake. They come out of there feeling a lot better. There's always a solution. You just need to find it. You're not alone. We are always here to help you out in case you need anything. 0770-729 is the number, or you can catch us on our socials at Shurife, at Kathowi Kathowi. I
True
feel like
that.
I've spoken quite a bit. If we have missed anything, please hit us up on those avenues and we should be able to help you even further. Moving on. Keep your messages coming through. It's still 0770-729-366. Please do not feel embarrassed because we are always here to help you in whatever capacity, right? Now, time for that big old conversation on the No Friday. Let's go.